And let's begin. Music down. So grabbing that oil, take a few drops in the palm of your hand if you haven't already. Breathing it in, deep long inhale and exhale. And one more long inhale and exhale. And then just start to apply that oil wherever it needs to go, giving the body a pat to get that circulation going. Arms, legs, shoulders, even the top of the head feels nice. Back of the neck, chest, tummy, glutes. Just working up and down the body, whatever way feels good. You can make fists with the hands as well. And last, shake of the arms, shake of the legs, and let's come to the top of our mat. So bring your feet together once you're there. My head's being cut off a bit today, but anyway, you can see me. Let's inhale, reach up, stretch long, and exhale, fold. Take a long spine here. Step back with that right leg, drop the knee down, low lunge, reach up. Just push into that right hip a little. We want to stretch out the legs. Frame that left foot, step it back to your plank. Take that lower to your mat. Relax your toes, roll into your cobra. Peel back the shoulders. Exhale, down dog, push back. Squeeze that right leg back, ready to step forward, top of the mat, high lunge this time. You can always drop that back knee if you need. Reach up. Frame that right foot, step that left foot in and fold. Inhale, let's rise tall. Exhale, heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Find your long spine. Step back, left leg this time, drop the knee, low lunge. Bringing up the arms. Frame that right foot, step it back to your plank. Slowly lower. Relax your toes, roll to your cobra, peel back those shoulders. Exhale, down dog. Sending the heels closer to your mat, fingers wide. Squeeze that left leg back. Stepping forward, top of the mat, left foot, high lunge this time. Bending into that left knee. Frame that left foot, step forward, forward fold. Bring your feet and your knees together. Let's come into chair pose. Sitting back in that imaginary chair. Hands to your heart center. Let's twist right. Inhale, center. Let's twist left. Coming back to center. Those long arms again. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, release. Grab your weights. You need 2 of them. You can go quite heavy. Little bit of distance in the feet. I'm going to turn so you can see. Slight bend in your knees. We're going to roll down just to our shins. We squeeze back up. Squeeze the glutes at the top. So roll. You can go heavy here. And squeeze. Really get that squeeze of the glutes at the top. That roll Slight bend of the knees. Squeeze up. Let's keep going. We're going to keep the movement slow. We're just at the start of our practice. Just want you to take that squeeze and that pause at the top. And again. Squeeze. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Taking that squeeze. Bring your weights either side and just go side to side. That lovely hip stretch. 2 more. And last one. Come back to center, step your feet wide. Turn the toes slightly out, bring the weights just in front of you. Bend into your goddess squat. We squeeze up at the top. We bend low. We squeeze at the top. And again, bend low. So targeting more the inner thighs, still the glutes. Dropping down, make that bend low. Back is straight, so we're not folding forwards. Again, take that pause at the top. We're going to change it up slightly. Let's come into our goddess. Let's bend at the arms now. We inhale, we reach tall. We exhale, we bend. We inhale, reach up. We exhale, bend. So starting to increase the heart rate a little, especially if your weights are quite heavy. It's a slow movement, no rush, control and bend. Rising tall, exhaling down. Inhale up and exhale. We're going to do 3 more. Got number 2. Should be feeling it in those arms now. And last one, reach it up, bend it down, hold. Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your weight, straighten your legs, turn your toes in. Let's do that side stretch with the legs wide. Just crawling that weight down your leg. You can also drop your weights if you need. Take a pause on that left side. Holding that weight if you're using it. Maybe crawling that hand a little lower. Come back to center, so just the upper body moving. Drop that weight to the right. The arms are heavy. And come back up. Step your feet in. Place your weights at the top of your mat. We're going to stand back in mountain, feet together. We're going to take that inhale in. That exhale fold. Find our long spine here. Step back into your plank. that slow lower down to your mat. Roll into our cobra. And take an exhale into your child's pose. Just stretch out that back. Relax the forehead, arms long. Sitting back to the heels. Take a long inhale in, maybe a sigh out. Come into your down dog. Push back. We're going to squeeze up that right leg. Three-legged dog. And we're going to step forward, top of the mat, into that high lunge. We grab our weights. We rise up. Now, if we need to, we can plant that back leg. If we feel okay, we bend and we squeeze up. So really get that engagement in the left glute. You're dropping your back knee down. You might need to shift that foot in a little. So you're dropping your back knee to your mat and you're squeezing it up. You're holding your weights if you're choosing to use them. You can feel that in your left glute, the hamstring, the thigh. You can always drop your weights if it feels too much. Might be wobbling and shaking a little. I'm regretting saying legs today already. Let's do two more. Squeeze at the top. One more. Squeeze, hold, drop your weights, frame your right foot, step back to your plank and lower down to your mat. Roll into your cobra. Exhale, down dog. Push back. Take that inhale in, that sigh out. One more inhale here, and sigh it out. Take that left leg long, squeeze it back. We know what's coming next. We're going to step forward, left foot, top of the mat. We're grabbing our weights. We might need to just shift that back leg in a little so we feel balanced. We've got our weights in our arms. So we bend and drop our right knee and we squeeze it at the top. So we bend, we squeeze. We can always plant that back leg if we need. We can drop our knee if we need. Taking a pause between the movements. Squeeze at the top, drop down. We're going to do a few more. I know it's challenging. Well, I hope it's challenging for you. It's challenging for me, that's for sure. After a leg exercise workout yesterday. Let's do three more. Squeeze at the top. Two more, drop that back knee to the ground. And last one. Squeeze at the top. Drop your weights. Frame that left foot, step it back to your plank. Lower down to your mat. Roll into your cobra. Exhale, child's pose, sit back. Taking two more breaths here. And one more. Coming back into your down dog. Take a walk, a pedal, whatever you need. Step your feet as wide as your mat, big toes pointing out, and come down into your squat. So just push those elbows into your inner knees. Maybe it feels good to move a little. Maybe it feels good to hold. Plant your hands back down, just start to straighten the legs. Turn the toes in, let the body fold over those legs. Legs are straight. And then take that roll back up. Taking your time. We're going to grab our weights again. You can choose to use one weight here or two. If you're using one weight, you're going to hold it with both hands. If you're using two, then you've obviously got one in each hand. We're going to step forward with the left foot, and we're going to start to come into warrior three. So you drop your weights to your mat, and then with control, you roll back up. So it's a slow movement, dropping the weights down to the weight or down to the mat, bringing up that back leg and coming back up. So keep your gaze forward. Hold your warrior three and slowly, slowly roll. Let the feet meet again. You then take that leg back. So playing around with balance. That right foot meets the left as you come back up. Again, you should feel that in the left glute. You can drop your weights if you need to. Really keep that control. There's nothing fast about the movement. We're going to do two more. We've got one more to do. So taking that right leg back. Very good. Squeezing back up. So we're going to do the other side. It's our right foot that's forward. We just take that weight. Our weight helps bring us down. We take a pause. And with control, we come back up. Let that foot meet the right. Again. Lowering down. Rising up. Let's keep going. Make sure that foot meets before you come back into it. You're using your core here, keeping the back strong. Keep your gaze down to your mat so you're not straining your neck, you're not looking in front of you. Taking the pause between that inhale and exhale. Inhaling up, you're exhaling as you come down. Let's do two more. Let's do one more. Very good. Well done. Doesn't matter if you wobble. It's all part of it. Let's drop one weight. Hold the other. Take the legs wide. Take the right foot out. We're going to bend, drop the weight, and you have the option of reaching the weight up. Depending on how heavy it is, drop it down, reach it up. Dropping, again that heart rate's going to come up a little. If you don't want to reach up, you bring it to your chest. You drop it down, you can do a bicep curl. So again, you choose. You're sitting back, so when you bend that right knee, you sit the glute back. Reach up. Right leg is bent, left leg is long. Two more. Really sit back in the glutes. One more. And release to center. Turn that right foot in, turn that left foot out. Legs are wide. Bend into that left leg. Remember, you can be here if you need, or you're bringing the arms up. You want more of that heart rate coming up. Really sit back in the glutes like you're going to sit on the wall behind you. Reach tall. You should be feeling those glutes working and those legs this morning. We're going to do 3 more. This is the last one. Sit back. Reach up. Bring that weight in. Turn those toes in. Drop your weight down. Grab some water if you need it. And we're going to come down to the mat. If you have a smaller weight, then grab it. If your weights are heavy but they're small, then they're fine. It's just that that size weight is not going to fit behind my knee, so I have a slightly smaller one. So we're going to come into our table. We have done this pose before. It's quite an old-fashioned one, but it really works. That weight is in the back of my right leg, behind my knee. My body's in table. So I think it's sometimes called donkey kick. We're going to squeeze and hold onto our weight, lift our knee off our mat. We're going to bring that foot up like we're standing on the ceiling. Core is pulled in and we drop that knee back down. My knee does not touch my mat. I'm keeping that tension in the muscle. So draw that knee down, squeeze up. Make sure that you really get that squeeze of the glute. It's quite a big movement. You're standing on the ceiling as you bring that leg up. Just make sure as you bring that leg up, you're not arching your back. So keep the core pulled in. Gaze down to your mat. Let's do 1 more. Hold at the top and pulse. So you're pulsing, that tension is in the muscle. Make sure you're not collapsing the arms, collapsing the back. Pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that knee down now and change your weight over. Weight is behind the left knee. You're still in your table. Hands under the shoulders. Bring that left knee off the mat. We reach it up. We drop it down. Knee is not touching the ground. We're keeping that tension in the muscle. Push that heel away, like you're going to stand on the ceiling. Again, slow and controlled, no rush. Let's do 3 more. Last one here, we're holding at the top, ready to pulse. Keep that heel pushed away, core strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your weight. Sit back in your child's pose. Take your knees wide, arms long, rest the forehead down. Let the back go. Come back into your table. Just shift the hands slightly further forward. Knees under the hips. Let's take a roll through the body. Really moving whatever way feels good. Reverse, opposite way. Coming back to your table, just bring the right knee forward for pigeon pose. Toe to the side of your mat, walk your left leg back and drop down either onto the hands and the arms, forehead down, or to the mat. Just take a little stretch side to side, moving into each hip and releasing anything that's holding there. Take a walk back to that right knee, come back into your table, and then draw that left knee in, big toe side of the mat. Walk the right leg back, coming down into pigeon the other side, forehead down, taking that rest. Maybe that movement side to side. Take that walk back up. Just take a stretch back in down dog, push back for a moment. And then either step or jump, feet to the hands and take a seat. Crossing the legs, hands on the knees or palms facing upwards, closing the eyes. Relax the shoulders. Bring one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the heart. Take a deep inhale in, feeling these areas expand. And that slow exhale out. Take two more here. When you're ready, bring your hands to your heart center. Just taking a moment to thank yourself today. Showing up on your mat. And let's bow to Namaste. Namaste, everyone.